wasn't thinking anything of him. I just thought there's this guy sitting down.
Yeah.
Maybe production, maybe sound. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, I had my own trailer thought was more, I want to go home. I'm down bad. This is hell. I miss my management. I'm going through it mentally. So I don't think I was so present in the room at that time.
Yeah. And then did he start like roasting you?
I think he then shot Danny in the face with a
Shot
Nerf
him
gun.
in the with a Nerf gun. Oh, right, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Danny came out, if I remember right, and then was...
Yeah, so he shot Danny with a Nerf gun, and Danny came out of the box.
Yeah.
So he was no longer around the challenge.
Right, yes, you told me this. So the game is stay within the box, within the lines.
Stay within the box.
Right, I'm with you. Because I've seen the clips, but I didn't get like the context behind it. So what I saw was him then like saying something to you, and then you two had like a back and forth with each other. What happened there?
So I was talking to Tennessee because I was still fathoming what happened to the budget.
Yeah.
You've told us to stand in a box for as long as possible. We're already down bad. We need stimulation. We weren't in the house, and after the challenges and eating, we're just looking at each other trying to figure out what to do. And because I can't remember what day this was, but after a while, the excitement of, oh my God, it dies.
Yeah.
And we're like, fam, there's nothing to do in this house except vape and eat. Like, so the challenges were the bit where we were most excited about because it was an activity. The activity today is stand in a box. Come on, guys, we need more.
That is true.
So
you're a bit over it.
Yeah, I'm a bit over it. I'm talking to Tennessee, and then he comes, and then he's like, and you keep banging on with your yappa, or something to do with me. I'm talking too much, and I was like, okay, yeah. And then obviously I'm giving him housewife. I'm giving him housewife sass. So I'm like, yeah, and what? Yeah, okay, what? Are you? And he was like, you're one of the most you're like, I'm the most hated in the house. Everybody out there, nobody likes you. And I'm like, yeah, they love me. Yeah, they love me, honey. Yeah.
Well,
Sorry,
I guess,
who are
what
you?
else are you supposed to say to that?
Thank you.
That's a bit...
He's telling me that everybody hates me in the house. Bearing in mind, his intention, now that I know, is for him to come into the house and provoke me.
Right.
So he started the argument by provoking me.
Yeah.
I don't know him, and girls, where I'm from, that content doesn't exist.
Yeah.
We don't have content.
I speak about stuff like this with him because I think it's more like in that whole like sidemen side of the internet where like somebody's known for just like ripping into people, and like even the people that get ripped into, they know that that's what it's about. So it's all kind of like banter and jokes. But I think I would almost come at it from the same position of you. Like, why is this man just coming and insulting me?
And then he was like, yeah, look at you shagging in elevators, real classy. Or he said something. He spoke about me shagging in the lifts. It's a story that I told on the show. So in my mind, I'm like, shit, he knows about that, meaning they've put it in the edit. What are people saying? Like, you need to remember that he's the only one that has access to the outside world.
And that's a big vantage point to have.
It's a big vantage point. So him saying I'm shagging in the lifts and nobody likes me, the only way for me to respond to that is by reaffirming myself and say, honey, no, people love me, honey. Have your 10 minutes. Like, you know, very housewife. Have your 10 minutes, honey. Have your 10 minutes.
If I was you, I'd be thinking, fuck, is everybody calling me a slag? Like, is that one of the only things that people think about me? Like, the fact for him to say that would really get in my head.
Yeah,
if you're already overthinking, I'd start to panic and I'd probably do something. Like, I wouldn't even know how I would react. Yeah,
so I reacted in the best way that I could in that situation. And I just gave him a bit of sass, like, have your 10 minutes, like, who are you? I'm the main character, you're the side character. Who are you? Like, you know, just giving it sass as you do, because it's like, this guy's coming for me. Like, I'm not gonna bark him and be like, you fucking this, because that's just not me, but I'm just giving it sass. So I forgot to mention we're talking about the crumpet. So where does the crumpet come in?
So where does the crumpet come in?
The crumpet comes in. So
thanks for the sponsor.
We're going to the back. We're going to when Danny gets shot by the Nerf gun.
Yes. At the beginning. So he comes in, he shoots him in the face.
So Danny is now out.
Oh, okay.
So I'm talking to Tennessee. We're back to me talking to Tennessee. He's going on saying, Joyce, you're doing yappa, yappa, yappa. And then he walks out.
Oh, he's gone.
So he leaves I don't know why he leaves, but he leaves because I think he's doing other things in the house where he's picking up stuff and things like that.
Right.
I looked to the housemates and I was like, are we really getting insulted by a ginger man with a fringe? Because I was confused as to what was happening.
Yeah, I guess if you don't know who he is, then you're obviously going to be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's happening?
Danny hears that, walks out and tells him, you know, she's slagging you off or whatever he said. I don't know what he said.
Yeah.
But he's told him what I've said. So he's gone into the kitchen, taken the hard 10 days old crumpets that no one ate, by the way. So they're hard in the motherfucking in the package.
Yeah.
And he's picked it up and he's picked it up and he's lobbed it at me like that. He's gone like this. Well, you can fucking have that, right? And it hits me bang right in the boobies.
Yeah.
Hits me straight in the chest.
Yeah.
And it hurts. And I'm looking at production. I've turned around and I'm looking into a camera and I'm like, this guy has just thrown something at me and it's hurt. And I'm trying so hard not to be heated, but I'm really heated because I don't know you, first of all. I've never met you. There's no content in my space that would have someone throw things at you and call you names and someone's not coming to your house.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So he throws the crumpet at me and then I'm trying to remember what happens here and I want to get it right. Throws the crumpet. I'm talking to the camera to talk to production and then that's when I now go for him. Like, who are you? Have your 10 minutes, whatever. That's how the whole conversation happened.
And what did they show in the show?
So they didn't show the crumpet bit where he throws it at me.
Right.
They didn't show when he mentioned that I'm shagging in the elevators.
Right.
They
did show
me saying, have your 10 minutes, honey, have your 10 minutes,
And how do
honey.
you feel about that?
Do you know what? Again, I feel like no matter what they would have placed in that section, people would have always come for me first. People would have always made me be the aggravator of the situation because I wasn't even shouting. Like, I'm just like, have your 10 minutes, honey, have your 10 minutes. Who are you? People were insinuating that because I thought he was a producer, I was nasty to him. And I said this on my show. I said, it's interesting because these producers are the ones that's paying my bills, honey. I would never be disrespectful to anyone on set because the person who's the sound man for this shoot is the producer for the next shoot. And is the assistant producer for the other shoot. And I would never want to be in a situation where I've been rude to someone and one, that person is hurt by that, but two, it ruins opportunities for me and leaves a bad taste because the producers be talking, honey.
Of course.
They know each other. So I would never do that. And I'd never do that to a person that I don't know. No. The simple fact is I came for someone that came for me. Yeah. And that is as simple as it gets.
And that's fair enough.
So all this, sorry to cut you off.
No, go for it, please. We want to hear.
Please cut him off more. I would like that.
All this talk about I'm looking down on people it really hurt me because it's so out of my character and it's so against who I am. And I've felt over the past couple of days and the last couple of since the show ended that I've constantly had my character be questioned. Which made me sad, but I think I'm starting to take it less and less personally and just take it as internet. Yeah. So yeah, that is how the fight started and ended.